UK, big business, we linked up in the UK with them outlaws, no limit forever, and we mash hard, and we stay out the cheddar.
You know, Handsworth's foundation for us to get me anyway, like, but if you went from Handsworth or Aston, badness, nobody would believe you when you talk about badness. All that other stuff, like, you know what I mean? And it's like, it was only a few people as well, only a few people who were street people.
Wasn't everybody, there was the ones who you knew, and you know,
the ones, yeah, the ones on people you know who's on that, and like the rest of the people, they were more into, you know, grime or garage or, you know. So when we were playing hip hop, especially like No Limit, Death Row, stuff like that, you know, the street stuff, they were just like, what are you playing? Like, they couldn't click to it. So I do feel like music is an influence to the youth, because like now the American culture is more impacted in the UK, and it's because of the internet and things like that. It's not what's it called? It's more international.
Yeah,
it's not nation. But before it was nation. Like, if you don't know about New Orleans and people down there, because you know you've been there. We've got family down in the States, so when you go in there, that's where you get to hear the stuff and that. But if you ain't got that, you wouldn't know nothing about all that back in them days. Exactly. But now it's like you can go on the internet and see what's going on in Chicago, see what's going on in the Bronx. So it's like everything is in your bedroom. So everybody now, I think, they believe the He-Man, you know what I mean? And they're a bad man now, but a lot of it could be to do with the music and the influence of the music.
Yeah, no, that's a fact, man. So, you know, with that being said, I guess looking at music from a UK standpoint, for a lot of times, it's safe to say we've always been, I guess, especially when producing certain types of music, in the shadows of the guys making music and stuff from the state. Do you feel enough UK artists, I guess, separating themselves to a point of being able to establish something that's like truly different? Now, I know a lot of people will argue and say, I mean, we used to hear it with like even grime and stuff before, which is in a roundabout way kind of absorbed itself into like UK drill or whatever, but it was like they would adamantly say, you know, this is different to rap, like we don't do what they do. But in terms of the formulas, there's not a lot of stuff that hasn't been kind of done already before. Now we see a lot of the same stuff kind of going back around. Do you feel like the UK is missing out on just producing its own kind of uniqueness?
Definitely. I feel like in music in general, like I feel like the drill thing, it's come back to the whole thing, like authenticity, like, you know, coming from the heart with it, coming from the, this is me. I don't care if it doesn't sound like what's already out. I want to make my sound, do my thing. I'll be influenced by people, but I'm going to do my little twist to it, my thing. But now it's like everybody wants to make the beat that sounds exactly like the other guy, you know what I mean? And I feel like UK's kind of always been that way in a sense, but I feel like it's worse now. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like the whole trying to do something different. I feel like the music has changed into like it's a product. So you make a song, you sell an image, you do a video, it's a product now. And you push that to the masses, and most people don't want to hear the same thing. And if it's not, doesn't sound like this person or that person, then it's not real. That's how they kind of. So it's almost like they took different audience have got control of our music. It's us get our kids' music, man, because it's like pain music. A lot of it is like escape.
Yeah, and it's interesting because especially when we look at things from an industry standpoint, and sometimes the people that control the different aspects of the music, they can be called into question. Not to get off topic, but recently we've seen, you know, Radio 1 DJ Tim Westwood being brought to account for some of his indiscretions, who's been well known as a prominent figure within the music scene, but then people say at the same time he probably pushed certain artists who, you know, promoted negativity. He didn't push like positive artists. He didn't do anything positive for the community and for the next generation of young people, where he had probably those opportunities too, but provided a platform for those who led to maybe further chaos or destruction within the music. And he's been called for accounts on other stuff, like some indiscretions with young women, allegedly multiple black women.
Yeah, like I remember back in the days, you probably know. I remember we went down to Tim Westwood, like this is like 2001, 2002, because it weren't helping. It weren't like playing our stuff or nothing. We was just only playing American artists them times. And you had like a group of us who were producers doing music, got tunes on private radio station, but we wanted it on a national. And we went down. But these are the kids don't even know the struggles that we had. Like we went down to London and saying, yo, you need to play more than 50% of the UK music, because we're getting like about 20% of the radio play. We need more radio play. We need more. The UK needs to support UK artists. So back in them days, it never happened. And I'll say from 2010, where I saw a bit of 2008 to 2010, where I saw more UK artists getting played on Tim Westwood, and I was shocked when I saw Tim Westwood having things. So I'm not surprised. It's just like we lost control of our music. That's what I believe. And who gets to control what is hot and what isn't us anymore. It's slowly that's getting taken away from us. So that's where you're getting loads of weirdos and those are different kind of people who they're coming out and they're hot because somebody else is controlling that narrative of what's hot, and this is who we're listening to and this is who you're not listening to. So I think that's one of the big. I don't know if you agree on that.
Yeah, no, I agree. I can echo that. Certainly, definitely, the game's changed in a lot of those aspects. And when we look at, as you said, oftentimes narratives and those behind them and how they're operated and stuff like that, we can see that there's definitely a lot of cause and stuff for concern. Now, one of the things that you spoke about earlier was just, I guess it echoes onto that, just the whole change with music and stuff nowadays, the whole change with the culture, the whole change with the industry and certain other aspects. How do you take that going forward as a producer with the stuff that you're doing now and with your new direction and stuff?
Yeah, basically, number one, I try to use listen to have you heard Kendrick Lamar's new album yet?
Yeah.
I like the way how for me, I want to go more into using real instruments in the production and being a bit more creative with it and a bit more like the jazz feel, the kind of basically just being more smarter with the music, being like, okay, I could make a tune like basically you could make a tune, make a tune, be a banger, goes out there, sells, does what it does, but you want to do something that kind of is smart, different, little bit of twist to it, but then daring, a bit more challenging to yourself, challenge yourself. So I feel like that's what's not happening. I feel like people are not challenging themselves, they're not going within themselves, like how Kendrick was talking about, his childhood traumas and, dealing with different things. That's hard for anybody to speak about. Very, the mental health is a very hard thing for anybody to touch it. So, a lot of these kids out there, they're rapping whatever and they're talking what they're talking. Some of it is life, it's the street, whatever. A lot of them are in it, but a lot of them, they are suffering with a lot of traumas, and some of them are very hard to go into that and to express how they're feeling, express what they're going through. So I feel like with myself, I'm trying to do more live instruments, more authentic, and then more challenging the mind. You know what I mean? To express yourself and open up even more as an artist. You know what I mean?
That makes sense. And I think that leads us nicely to the last question before we wind down. What messages would you give to young people, and not just young aspiring artists and producers, but young people in general? And what projects do you have people to look out for, and where can people find you on social media?
Yeah, so basically, my advice for any kids who come in the music thing is always remember who you are and always hold something back for yourself. You know what I mean? Always hold something back. Definitely, and just be true to yourself. Just be true to yourself. Keep on going harder. No matter if 1,000 people said, nah, don't like it, have that confidence within yourself to say, you know what, I don't care if 1,000 people don't like it. I like this tune. I like the way it sounds. I like the way it feels. I'm going to push it out. And for artists, I like what I'm saying. This is how I feel. maybe everybody disagree with me, but this is how I feel, and I'm trying not to offend anybody. Just trying to express myself. That's one thing. Just be true to yourself as an artist. That's what artist is all about. Expressing is expression. So that's one thing.
That sound advice and projects we can look out for.
So I've got one project on Spotify called Space Age Hustling. You know what I mean? That's that little project I done with my little brother who rap.
8 Ball and MJG, man.
Yeah, man, you get me. I had to sample that. You get me? So like, yeah, the Space Age Hustling, and my little brother is called Royalty. So Royal and Dot and T. So he's doing his rapping, he's coming up, and he's got a little group as well. So we're all coming up, and Silent B is a good artist I want to work with, and hopefully looking to do a project with him very soon. So yeah, look out for him. But on Spotify, Royalty, Royal.T, and Inflict, and it'd be The Realist, and it'd be Space Age Hustling. So look out for that, definitely.
No doubt, man. So once again, we definitely want to salute you and stuff, and we'll have you back on at some point. We're definitely going to break down some more music and some.
Yeah, one more thing as well, and Mr. Warts as well. Mr. Warts, Starlight. That's one project as well.
Okay. Well, we're gonna put the link up in the description.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
All right, much love, man. Salute, bro.
Man, every time.
Join us on the line, BoutTheOnline.com, for the hottest UK, US flavor. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on new drops and content.